Hello everyone, this is a quick video to introduce you to Module 6. Module 6 is the last of our formal essay assignments for the class, and you'll be writing the music video analysis. So this is the last module where we will be writing a formal 5-paragraph essay that I expect you to proofread and revise and go through the writing process and all of that. In Module 7, we'll be working on revision, and we'll have a revision assignment of an essay that you already wrote, so you won't be writing a new essay. And then in Module 8, we'll be doing some personal reflective writing in the form of a journal, and you also have a course reflection essay, which is not quite the same rigor as the type of essays that you've been writing so far. So this is really kind of the last part of the class where you really need to be focusing on how well you're writing and the formal essay conventions that we've learned. So I'm just going to take you through. You have 3 assignments in this module, and unlike the other modules where you had 2 modules to complete an essay, this time you only have 1, and that's because the comparison essay is really the most challenging essay for the class as far as the rigor of the criteria. The analysis essay is a little bit more relaxed maybe, and students tend to enjoy it more because analysis is a little bit more about your own personal opinion. So it can be kind of fun to go through and really think deeply about an assignment. So an analysis assignment, an analysis essay, is asking you to take something and break it down into its parts in order to understand its meaning. So in this case, we are looking at music videos rather than, say, a piece of art or a piece of literature. We're looking specifically at music videos. And so what you're going to do is take a music video that has been published by the artist, and you're going to break it down into its 3 major components, which are the images that are seen in the video, so the visual part of the video, the music, so it would be the background instrumental part, and then the lyrics, which are the words of the song itself. And so you're going to break it down those 3 parts, and you're going to analyze the video based on those 3 sections of what composites a music video. So that will be the body of your essay. So this essay is not as long as some of the other ones we've written because you're just dealing with a standard 5-paragraph essay. So I'm going to go through the assignments here and talk a little bit about what we're doing in this unit and why. So you can see that the music video analysis criteria sheet is here, and then I've got some resources for you. So there's quite a bit of information here, but I'm going through specifically what I expect. The big thing to remember is that this is an analysis. When you're doing an analysis, sometimes assignments will ask you to use sources, but this one specifically is no additional sources. So it's not a research essay. I am only interested in your analysis. So if you watch the video and you see a tree and you think it means X, Y, or Z, then that is your analysis, and that's perfectly fine. It does not matter if I see the tree and I think it means something different. As long as you have a reason for what you believe it means, then you are then it's perfectly valid and allowed in your essay. So the main thing is just not trying to analyze things that are just not in the video. And so those are the types of things that you want to be looking at. So the question is, when you answer an analysis, is always why. Why did they choose to, have the color of the video? Why is it all muted colors? Or why is it black and white? Or why did they set it in a cornfield? Or why, why did they have a beaten up truck instead of a new looking truck? So what were the choices that they made when they created the video, and then why? So that's what analysis is. Some students really enjoy analyzing things because they like to do that critical thinking and think more deeply about something. And some students find it more difficult because they've never really been asked to sit down and really focus on something. So the first step is to choose your music video. And I've given you some resources here. I've got a video that breaks down how to write the essay step by step, and then I've got some ideas here. And this is just a list of music videos that I think work really well for the assignment. Some of them most of them students have used before. Whether or not they wrote a good essay is different, but there at least were ones that I thought make for a good analysis. So you certainly don't have to choose off of the list, but that can give you a starting point. There are a lot of good music videos out there. There is no restriction on the type of video that you can use. So, if it has swear words or disturbing images, that's fine. The only thing to remember is that it needs to have something in it that can be analyzed, which not all music videos do. So if you feel like as you're watching the video that it's presenting a very surface level kind of general interpretation of the lyrics, then I would not use it for this essay, even if it's your favorite song. So I always give the example of Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, one of my favorite songs. However, the music video is pretty much just their heads singing. So there's no real content to it. There's no other imagery. And so there's nothing to analyze, which is unfortunate. So there's some information for you. There is a website that you can go to. This is more about music theory, which may or may not help you. You can kind of click through it. And then I've got some sample essays for you. One about Mr. Brightside and one about the Cranberries video Zombie. And so the link to the essay and then the link to the video is there. The other assignments that you're going to do in the unit before you start writing your essay, the first thing I want you to do is to post your video on the discussion board. This serves as sort of a peer response type of assignment. So what I want you to do is to post your music video and then tell us a little bit about it, and then your peers can comment on what they see as well. And so you can help each other out with the different things that you see, because analysis can be kind of difficult, and it's really helpful to do analysis in a group setting because other people will notice things that you don't. If you are struggling with this essay, feel free to send me your video and say, I'm not really sure what I can interpret out of this. Can you give me some pointers? And then I'll point out a couple of things that you may think about and help you along that way. The other thing that you're doing is an analysis assignment, which just helps you to practice analysis. And you're watching two videos, Linkin Park's In the End and Beyonce's If I Were a Boy, which for some reason is in here 3 times. This video, these two videos are really good for analysis. And so I've got some questions that you're going to answer. So basically what you're going to do is you can copy and paste these questions into a Word document if you want to, as long as you're numbering the answers and making sure I know which video you're answering them for, and then you just type out your answers. So this is just some practice analysis because analysis can be a little bit more difficult. I just want you to give you another chance to practice with some videos that I know work really well for asking these kinds of questions. And then, of course, I've got the works cited entry sample for you for a YouTube video, what it's going to look like. So you'll have your paper and you'll have the one source, which is your music video, and that's it. Make sure your link is good too, because that's how I'm going to access your video when I go, because I'll watch your video before I grade your paper. And then obviously here's the paper submission spot. So again, just one module for this one. So it goes through a little bit quickly. If you have any questions at all about the assignment, be sure to let me know. Like I said, this is the last big essay that we're writing for the class, so a lot of students really enjoy it, and hopefully if you haven't enjoyed the other essays that we've written so far, this one will be the one that you like. So have a great week.